Yeah, 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 yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah, lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby, pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA, you tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. Less, yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock y'all got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm tryna. I'm off ball for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation. Get it, not complicated. No conversation, please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got. You ain't go. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't got. You ain't go. Say less.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things.
Man, you don't want with them, bro. Oh, you and it better get low. Extorting, you ain't got no friends. Oh, they'll be with that like a Chanel scarf like rainbow. $1,000. This ain't your cloth. You ain't, that ain't no sauce. I can see the noodles made for poodles. I'm thinking about the La Ferrari coupe. 1.8, the option is the roof. Greens is a secret to the youth. Your goals are malnourished. Please spit the juice. Y'all be vaping, I be laden. Yes, y'all be aping. I'm Richard Mill Nation. No diamonds, just tourbillon facing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Browns going up against the Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Lynch. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, here's Lynch. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. Here's Lynch. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll drop the throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable now for Saunders. pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Green, 39. Detroit. Watch it. Here we go now. Check. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Here we go. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They start the drive with Anderson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run.
All right, here we go.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. 3rd and 2. Now Lynch. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. Get your gun.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll set up a throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously. So
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again, Anderson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Lynch dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Back to Philly. Here we go. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, Lynch. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Lynch to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. To throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. As they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, Anderson. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on 1st down, Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They give it to Anderson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right near the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd and 2, Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for it. Play action. It's Lynch. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They go play action now. Lynch.
This has been a tough one for this offensive. Line, it appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Lynch. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Handoff comes to Anderson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Lynch to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 6 there on first. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Lynch. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 40. 9-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go, Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He's back to throw, and on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals...